What's up, YouTube? So I'm going to be installing the Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit for my Yamaha FZ-07. I know I'm in my garage and it's a mess. Sorry about it, but I live in Texas and it is way too hot outside. So I'm going to be in here, all the fans on, and I'm going to show you how to install it. And what you're going to need to install the Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit is you're going to need a socket wrench, an 8mm socket, a 9mm socket, 10mm socket, a 6mm Allen wrench, and the two silver ones come with the bike in the back of the seat, and then a 2.5mm Allen wrench to install the light bar on the license plate, some electrical tape, and the screwdriver which comes with the bike. And for the parts that come with the bike, they're located in the back of the seat. One's right here, one's right here, one's right here, and one's right here. You take these four out and you'll be set to go. So after you pop your seat off, you're going to want to go under here and use one of the Allen wrenches and undo your seat. Then after you undo those bolts, you're going to pop your seat right off. After that, you're going to want to undo this little cover that goes in between the two seats. So next you're going to want to take out this piece right here, and all you got to do is unscrew that one and that one. And after that, will come right off. Next you're going to want to undo these bolts right here, these right here, and these right there. And they all use different Allen wrenches, or even these use the socket. So just take your time, undo them, and do not strip any of the screws, because then you might be screwed. Get it? Screwed. And when you take these two bolts out, make sure you take out these spacers as well. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Yep, got it. These spacers right here. They go in right there, and make sure you just take them out once you undo the bolts. And before you take off your fender, you're going to want to remove these little push pin thingies right there. And I'll show you how to remove those. And what you're going to want to do is just push in on it right there. And it pops right out. Down. Whoa. Just like that. You're going to want to keep these because you have to put them back in. So make sure you keep these. There is one more little push pin thingy right there. So you're going to want to take that one out as well. And with that last little push pin that goes down there, once you take that one out, the whole fender should just pop right off. Just like that. You might have to wiggle it around a little bit, but if it feels like it's really hard, don't keep yanking on it, because I don't want you to pull off your fender and break it, because then you're in big trouble. So again, on this side, just get the little Allen wrench and just push in on these. 1, 2, and the third one is right there. Just push in on those, and it should pop right out. So once you've undone the 3 little push pins, there is a little mount. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the fender is locked in place, so it is kind of hard. Just gonna wiggle it around a little bit. There you go. See? Just like that. And what I'm talking about is that right there. See the hole? It gets pushed into there. So you're gonna want to take that off slowly and carefully. Alright. Next, what you're gonna want to do is pull these 3 wires out. And these 3 are, I'm not sure which one's which, but one of them is your brake, one of them is your turn signals, and one of them is that little light to turn on your license plate. The way to find out which one's which is just get your key, put it in there, and turn it on. And you can see which one's which. Let's turn on my hazards. Okay, well, there's my hazards, right? So you just unplug one and see which one it goes for. And you do that and check them all. Make sure you label them so you know which one's which. So when you plug them back in, they're not all messed up. So I unplugged the first one, and as you can see, my hazards are still on. Let's see if my brake works. My brake still works. And let's see if that little light turns on. Nope, that little light is off right now. So now we know this one is a small little light. And to undo these, there's a little flap right here. So what you're going to want to do is get your nail and just lift that up. And once you lift it up, it should just come right out. So there's 3 wires. The 2 big ones are your left turn signal and your right turn signal. And this one is the little small light that connects here to show your license plate. So let's make sure you remember these. Best way to find out which one's which is these 2 are connected. I mean, and they're bigger so you can kind of tell. So after you unplug those, what you're going to want to do is just remove this little flap right here, just like that. It might have came off whenever you undid the little push pins, but you can just set it to the side. Then what you're going to want to do is undo these 4 bolts right here, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side, and this holds the whole little frame together. So you're going to want to undo those. And once this comes out, this little piece right here is connected to it. Which I did miss is there's one more push pin in the middle. You're going to want to take that one out. I missed that. Let me take it out real quick. Another thing you're going to want to do is there is a couple of zip ties right here. You're going to want to have to cut these zip ties. So you can see that right there. You just push it up and this should pop out. This little black little holder right there. Okay. So I got the little zip tie thingy out. But honestly, this was a pain in the ass, dude. So what you're going to want to do is, let's see if I can set that right there. That little gap right there, get your screwdriver, put it inside, and just open it. And once you open that, alright, put that down. Once you open that little gap, the whole thing should come apart. And you just play with it a little bit. Don't break this because you might need it again. Go ahead and put it in there for safe security. And then after that, just follow these 3 wires. Follow them out to the end of it. And you want to be careful. Try not to hang this by the wires because you don't want to mess up the wires. So you're going to want to reuse these wires for your next fender. So once you follow the 3 wires out, it's off. There you go. All done, guys. You walk. No, I'm kidding. So you're going to want to go ahead and take off the license plate and take off your turn signals. Mine, I bought aftermarket turn signals. So they're going to be different than yours, but go ahead and take those off. Again, follow the wires through, and then you're going to go ahead and reinstall the new one. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to figure out how to take out these turn signals, but honestly, the best thing to do is completely take apart your whole fender, you know, because you're not going to be using it. So just take it apart. Don't break it because you might want to keep it for later on, but completely take it apart. Don't just be getting all mad because I've been working at this for like probably 10 minutes now. Don't get all mad. Take your time. Undo all the little bolts and screws and take it all out. Alright, so if you use the smallest Allen wrench they give you on the bike and undo these top 4 bolts, which are a pain in the ass, dude. Oh my god. The whole little metal pieces will all just fall apart. It'll all fall apart. And then what you can do is just take these wires right out, and each one is for each. So then like that, you can remove your turn signals. Just like that. Ta-da! And you can reuse them for your next one. And to remove this last little light, what you're going to want to do is get your 8mm socket and just undo those top 2 bolts right there. And just like that, this little light thingy comes right off. So now what you're going to want to do is put all your tools in the corner, pick up all this old junk that you used to call a fender flare. Not a fender flare, a fender, I guess. Put it all in one spot. Get all these little pieces. And put them all to the side. What's this? Probably nothing important. You put them all to the side right here. And if you want later on, you can deal with that. For now, I'm just going to throw mine away. So go ahead, take a break, wash your hands. It might be a little dirty from the old fender flare. Take a break, and I will see you soon. So now it's time for the Yoshimura Fender. So go ahead and pull it out of the box. Get all your pieces straight. So once you got that all out, what you're going to want to do is get your license plate, go ahead and put it inside the frame. Make sure you clean your license plate too. Make sure you go ahead and clean it because you don't want all that dirtiness from you riding in the past. And honestly, I would show you how to put this together, but since these instructions are so like descriptive and it's so easy to put along, I'm not gonna waste your time. So I'm gonna put it together and then show you the finished product. Alright, and that should be your finished product. Just like that. And I did say it was easy, but I'll be honest, I lied. It is gonna take you a couple trials and errors. So this is what it should look like with your turn signals in, running through all the wiring, just like that. What you're gonna wanna do is put electrical tape right around these right here. Wrap it around. Alright guys, so the one thing I did realize is you are going to have to solder these two wires onto this cable right here. And personally, I don't own a solder and I don't know someone who knows how to, so I'm just gonna take it to the dealership, let them do it. For now, I'm just going to have to not plug that in, put some electrical tape on that, and just leave it hanging for now. But I am gonna plug in my two turn signals because that is needed. And right now it's really simple. All you have to do is just run the wires back through and just plug them back in. And make sure they are the right wires. Once you plug them in, double check, use the turn signals. So once you run the wires through, you are going to want to bolt it back on using the same bolts as we used to take it off, so it can hold it without it hanging from the wires. So after you tighten them all down, it should be all secure. And you're going to want to plug them in. And after you do plug them in, just do another check. Let's pray they work. I don't want to mess up any wires. Yeah. Alright. And so my turn signals are working right now. And since I didn't, solder this, I will do that later. I'm going to put some electrical tape on this and this. And for that little harness that went in here, for now I'm going to leave it out. I'm not going to install it. Wait till the dealer can do that. And then once the dealer does it, I'll let him install all of that junk. So once all the wires are in, you're going to want to zip tie these right here and tuck it back in under this little slot right here. And the cool thing about Yoshimura is they give you zip ties. Always thinking about you. So after it's all zip tied and set around and all good, you just put everything back on and you're done. So putting on the side fenders, what you're going to want to do first is push in the little hole right there. First make sure everything's inside and aligned. So you're going to want to make sure everything's inside, aligned, and all ready to go. You want to make sure you push in that little hole right there, the little locking thing that holds it. Once it's in place, you can go ahead and screw it down. So you want to go ahead and make sure it's on there nice and tight. And once it's on, you can put this bottom piece, which came out, back in. Just put it back into that hole down there. And then what you have to do is slide it under there. And the way you install these right here is you want to have it pushed all the way down, this little piece. Once it's pushed all the way down, you go ahead and just stick it right into there. And once it's in, you push in that bottom piece till it clicks. Once it clicks, it's on. So go ahead, push it down, make sure that bottom piece is sticking out. Put it in the hole, push that bottom piece in. And once it clicks in, you're good. All ready to go. These pins right here, they're all different sizes. So make sure you use the right size for each pin. Once all the pins are in, you go ahead and tighten down the other side. With the sides installed, you're going to want to install this small little piece right here. And once you get that installed, you're going to want to install this middle piece right here. Just slips on just like that. You screw it in. And once that's on, you can go ahead and get your seat and just pop that right in. Screw it in from behind. And this is what my bike looks like now. Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit. It goes from being the fat, ugly end to that. That looks so much better. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I really hope this helped. Leave me a comment if you have any questions about it, and I'll try to contact you or reply back. And honestly, for $120, I really like it. I'll put a link in the description, but I think it's worth it, honestly. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to watch more videos. I'll make a review about it pretty soon. Adios.